A while back, our scout troop did this pancake fundraiser thing where we got to use this church building and stay in there the night before. Every year on the first night, this one boy from our troop always brings a small TV screen and a DVD player, and we all watch movies. This time around, we decided to watch ironically bad ones, to make fun of them and stuff. Yeah. We brought A Turtle's Tale, which wasn't really enjoyable because they did a bad job on purpose, and by that I mean it's like, they don't do any effort because they know that kids don't care. But then the TV screen guy brought his own movie, and I think this is something everyone needs to see. So I am pleased to present to you Bible Man, and eliminating the toxic tonic of disrespect and long titles. So it starts off like a normal superhero movie.
One summer day at the ballpark.
Like you do. So a generic sporty kid whose name is Generic Sporty Kid is getting his water bottle stole by Grinch Hand, and we see him pour some green special effects into it. Meanwhile, Generic Sporty Kid is telling Generic Sporty Coach that the fat kid on their team shouldn't bat, and he's like, "Shut up, you little jerk." So he sits down and drinks his green water, and seriously, if you can't see that your water is now extra full and it's green, then you deserve whatever's about to happen to you. So he drank all the green water and now he's like, the fat kid on the team shouldn't bat.
Come on, Zach, it's only fair.
I don't want fair. I want to win.
And now we're introduced to our villain. Okay. As a boy, Superhero Man faced all sorts of stereotypical little boy problems, like bad grades, aggressive bullies, and parents who argue about groceries.
Where do you think I shop? I just go to the grocery. That's all I do.
Till one night, he pulled out his Bible and read it, and was able to grow up like Tom Hanks and big and solve all his problems. Oh yeah, and he's a superhero now, because he is. Seriously though, we have come upon what I think is the greatest thing in this, movie? The theme song.
Inside Mobile Mission Command.
Could you please stop with the comic things? So main character guy is talking to sidekick guy about some villain or something, and then, oh yay, a flashback.
Flashback to the cheater.
Stop! The Bible Man's running with his lightsaber to go confront villain guy and... Oh no, he has 2 spark machines. It goes on that way for too long, and then villain guy is like...
Like 'em? I call 'em sneak bombs. Sneak up on one, and it'll blow you away.
I think the word you're looking for is mines? Or 2 spark machines going off slowly over and over. So Bible Man prays and more sneak bombs go off, and villain guy is like, well, I have a bunch of random finished homework that I'm gonna throw around so kids can cheat. And I think at this point, Bible Man could have just realized that the only threat that this villain guy is posing is littering. So yeah, use the lightsaber! Now villain guy is right in front of Bible Man, but he just keeps saying Bible verses.
Ugh, would you stop with the Bible spouting?
I agree, just use your lightsaber, dude. So then, oh shoot! He threw the papers! He threw the papers! Did they really need to use CG for papers flying around? I mean, paper cuts do hurt, but finally Sidekick Man uses his glowy things, but it's only for his shield against the papers. Well, I mean, paper cuts do hurt, man. More Bible verses, and then when he says one loud enough, all the papers start blowing toward villain guy. And that defeats him, I guess.
Looks like your airmail has been marked return to sender.
Kids don't need the kind of help you give.
They need to work for their grades, to be fair and honest.
Colossians chapter 3, verse 23 says, in all the work you are doing, work the best you can. Work as if you are working for the Lord, not for men. See, there's a reason it's called homework.
You haven't seen the last of me, Bible Man!
maybe not. But this time, you failed.
So what did you need the lightsaber for?
Still can't believe this place.
I know. We've been given the very first mobile mission command center.
Wow, that actually sounds pretty cool, considering it's just a trailer. So they're doing nothing in their trailer when some girl with a package shows up at their, door.
Preparing to verify. Engaging retinal secure scan.
Securiscan? Interesting that the mobile command center needs to stay by the secret mailbox at all time.
I'm Josh Carpenter, and this is Cypher.
Oh, I know all about you.
From intelligence files?
Staff briefing?
No, Bible Girl and I've talked a few times.
Bible girl? So girl person is here to repair the supercomputer Eunice.
There are not a lot of steps, but if you don't do it exactly right, you fry the entire system.
Sounds efficient. So girl character fixes their computer because those guys don't know how to do it, which makes me wonder why they just didn't call in for somebody to come fix it, cause girl character is only supposed to be a delivery person, but she is a girl character, so she basically has to be God.
You probably don't realize how important your delivery is to us.
Actually, I developed it.
You developed it.
And I'd be glad to install it, unless, of course, you're familiar with reverse kinetic polarity circuit.
Not completely. So you're really into technology, huh?
Not really. For me, it's more of a hobby.
See what I mean? She's not even looking at what she's doing, which surprises me since...
If you don't do it exactly right, you fry the entire system.
So now that they have their computers working, it does nothing. The only purpose it serves is a call with Command Central, which they could already do because they were able to order the part for that computer. Oh, another thing the computer does is use up some more stock footage they have. So Bible Girl tells them that they're detecting a conflict at the baseball park from the first scene, and Bible Man's like, okay. Stop! So Bible Man and Book of Sidekick are hanging out by the snack bar, and Bible Man is like, have you seen anything going wrong? And Sidekick Man's like, yeah, these kids are being brats. And then comes my favorite line in all of movie history.
A lot of mean words, bad attitudes, disrespect. You know, it's like no one in this town ever heard of Philippians 2:3.
So Villain's Sidekick Man comes up with the green water he used and delivers it to the snack bar. And later we see two of the kids who are affected by it, and they're talking trash about a sports game that happened, so you know something unusual is going on.
Looks like the work of Professor Snortenscoff.
Sometimes I can't even think of anything to say. This movie show thing is making fun of itself, like in this transition.
Across town at the Empower Factory, which is also Professor Snortenscoff's lair.
Okay, I need to analyze this shot. So Professor Evil's desk is made out of 3 file cabinets, there's a useless bolt of lightning here for some reason, his supercomputer thing is pointed toward the camera where he can't see it, and over there's a machine with, you know, some hands, and the whole thing looks like it was filmed in whatever church that made this's basement. I love this show.
Try slowing down the imaging program.
It's heavily encrypted. I'll initiate a recapture at a lower frequency.
I love it! After a scene of Bible Man and people in their trailer finding out that the green water is making kids bad, it goes back to Professor Bad Guy's lair where they stand around and talk about how their green water makes kids bad.
You must be picking up this attitude from osmosis.
Does that make you the Wizard of Osmosis?
After 3 minutes of them figuring out what we already knew at the beginning of the show, we finally get this.
Initializing full armor sequence. Belt of truth. Breastplate of righteousness. Shoes of peace. Shield of faith. Helmet of salvation. Sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God.
I can't.
Zach's house, later that night.
My mom was on me again to clean up my room. I told her, look, it's my room. If you don't like it, don't look at it.
Blah, 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 I'm a brat now, blah, blah, blah.
Get lost until we're finished talking. Okay, whatever. Marcus, you're such a dweeb. Why do I waste my time on you?
Let's look at your face. There are so many ways to put someone down. Let me see an eye roll. How about a shoulder shrug? So if your mom says, have you seen the remote control? What do you do? I love it. Now let's add a few new phrases to your vocabulary. You do whatever perfectly. Now how about these?
Yeah, right. Oh, sure, like that's gonna happen.
Zach's backyard.
Let's go, Stench.
Oh no, they brought the hand machine thing. We're finally at the climax, the fight between Bible Man and bad guy.
It's like it says in John 10:28. No one can steal the redeemed from Jesus' care. That means there are no lost causes in God's eye.
So it looks like, once again, they're just gonna kill him by screaming Bible verses.
Watch out, Bible Man, he's up to something.
Yes, we now have the most intense battle since Batman vs. Superman.
Let him have it, Stench.
I trust the promises of Psalm 146. The Lord sets the prisoners free. The Lord loves those who trust Him. We better skedaddle!
So Bible Man and Sidekick Guy are sneaking around in Professor Bad Guy's trash can, not knowing that somebody is following them with a massive camera tripod, and they get blown down in a stunt so intense that it requires a mat. Like, look at that man. He's falling over.
Emeritus Snortenscop.
You're going down.
And you're going up.
I'm not entirely sure if you're supposed to see that they're on strings, like that's the trap or something, but I want to think that they're supposed to be floating. So during this fight, Sidekick Guy actually uses his weapon! So Bible Man's about to die or whatever when suddenly Girl from earlier shows up wearing a dollar store hero mask. Bible Man breaks free and defeats Bad Guy by, what else? Screaming Bible verses at him until boxes fall on him, and boom, he's defeated. So Bible Man and Sidekick Guy talk to generic sporty kid and are like, yeah, we know it wasn't your fault, but it was your fault and you need to stop being a brat. And then comes one of the dumbest conversations in the show.
And we owe an apology to a friend because we didn't recognize her as someone who's valued by God.
You mean Melody?
Yeah.
Yeah. We thought you were just a delivery person.
And apparently we were wrong.
So after this was over, I was informed that this just isn't a one-time thing. Bible Man actually has way more DVDs, and even a whole nother show that was on VHS tapes. And now there's even a CGI cartoon. Now you might be thinking, Toms, you stupid jerk, it's for kids. Kids don't care if it's trash, they just mindlessly stare up at the TV screen, receiving stimulation anytime seizure-inducing lights or colors pop up. And to that I say, yes, it is for kids, but I still have the right to make fun of it. It's in the Constitution of Independence or something. Hey there, so this video was kind of just me trying out something new that would be longer and take less time to make. But I'm still going to be doing, the normal videos like that I've done for a while. But if you like this kind of thing more, just, I guess, please tell me in the comments, because, if I could switch to something like this that's a lot easier to make, then it wouldn't take so long for me to make stuff, but it also, as you just saw, wouldn't be as good. Other than that,